Welcome, welcome. How are you today, Starlight? I pray you are well.
Hey, hey, welcome to Waiting to Exhale, y'all. I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm excited. I'm blessed. I'm pacing when I really need to grab this chair. So I'm about to have a seat, and I'm in a very peaceful space. And what's the word? Um, in a very in a place of discovery, and I'll say that. And yes, as stated, this is Waiting to Exhale. Welcome, y'all. Welcome, Tara. Shout out Love and Action Network. I see you in here today as we are all a part of Love and Action Network. Okay. This is Waiting to Exhale, brought to you by Love and Action Network again. And House of Mommy Wata and Starlight Mystic Botanica. Okay. And we are going to talk a little bit about what is it, Sunday? We're going to talk a little bit about the root chakra today. I'm going to do a little bit of our reading. I believe we are on week 10. Okay. So I'm going to pass it over to Starlight. Beloved, would you like to tell us a little bit about the root chakra and ways we can balance our root chakra and tap into the use of that sun magic?
Okay, hey, y'all. I'll go into the root chakra first. So today's Sunday, like Papi Wata said, we start at our foundation, our root. The affirmation today is I am. So drop in the thread, in the chat. What is your I am? For me today, I am grounded because today's root chakra and it's perfect to ground. I am worthy of everything. I deserve it. Like that's been my thing. Like no, I'm not asking for too much. I know what I deserve. I am worthy of the things that I deserve. Um, Anywho, let me not get in my spill. I also have been calling back my power, but like calling back your power. A little spill on this part real quick. Call back your power, but also call it back charged and not the BS like power that you give out. Cause well you might not know, but if you give someone your energy, you're pouring into them, and now all of a sudden you call it back. But what if you weren't pouring in um fresh, cool, refreshing water? What if you were pouring in moldy bong water? I don't know. I don't know why bong water was the one, but um, so whenever you call back your power, call back your energy, call back your Alshay, call back your whatever. Um, I want mine charged, cleansed, and the power that is going to help me, the energy that's going to help me make my things move. Um, but anyway, the moldy bog water. Anyways, which is perfect for baneful workings, but we're not getting into that right now. Back to the root chakra. Ways to the root chakra. You're supposed to be grounding yourself. Um, Pretend that you are a well, we are plants, but I used to pretend whenever I would meditate to ground myself. It's best to do it outside, but it's cold, so I ain't going outside. Um, but I would go outside and sit next to. I have a few of my favorite trees because tree spirits are a thing, and I would ground with the tree spirit. I would hug it, but sometimes I'll just lean against it and just envision myself as a tree deeply rooted into the earth and being able to I don't know, just pull that earthly grounding energy. Yeah, can't speak. That's one way to ground yourself. Other ways is to burn incense, which one moment I had it pulled up and then it went away. You would think I would memorize this by now, but I do not memorize the scents. I am a dragon's blood person. That's good for everything. If you got some dragon's blood, burn that. Oh, patchouli. I'm so mad. I just ran out of patchouli. I gotta get some more. Patchouli, myrrh, and frankincense is perfect. Lighting an incense, using essential oils, burning the resins, all good stuff. That is ways sense to balance your root chakra. Um, oh yeah, and I talked about going outside, being within nature, being one with nature, hugging a tree because trees need love too. Those are ways to balance your root chakra. And then going into Sunday, first off, today is the first for our hoodoo people out here. Today is the first Sunday of the month. What are y'all doing? Drop that in the thread. If you don't know, for most traditions, at least for mine, usually in the church, first Sundays when we did oh shoot, communion. I almost lost the word, y'all. Communion. We would do communion. And my family, when we did communion, we would always pray over certain things. Like usually it was mainly for the my family has a lot of health problems, so they would pray over sickness and illness. Sometimes they'd pray for money, making sure that everything lines up this month. um, what will you be intending? So if you don't do any prayers or things like that, what is your intentions for the rest of the month? And it's perfect because you can make really grounded intentions because it's root chakra Sunday. So anyways, I yield.
Thank you so much, Starlight, for sharing that. And I did not, well, I've seen ritual in church around the first Sunday. I guess I never put it in my hoodoo. And I have gathered in the name of hoodoo around the first Sunday. This beautiful she's a content creator and healer named Yvonne Briggs. She she does a live every first Sunday of the month. So I think it's interesting. It's like a churchy thing. She's like a black womanist pastor. All right, so with that, huh? You gonna say something?
Well, I was gonna say usually it's like I said, like most of the times it's for like health or something. It's basically just what your intentions are for the whole month. You can make it specific things and different lineages. It can be different, like how you do things, um, and what you're asking for, and like what some people do it. Like I know some people that do it according to the seasons as well, the type of rituals they're doing. Um, like with spring coming, you'll do like more rebirth um, type of rituals or type of intentions or prayers when it comes to that first Sunday, but it just all depends. Speak to your
Okay.
ancestors or get a reading.
Okay. Or get a reading. And it's crazy because by the end of this first Sunday, my church will be open. Well, she's already kind of been spewing sermons all up the street, child, all up Love and Lovable Lane. And she will be officially open and receiving. We've always been receiving. It's crazy. We're just doing what we've always been doing, just officially and standing on it. And so I'm excited and moving into this week. This is a week this is my born week, so I just set an intention to be blessed, and I don't know why I want to like I just kind of want to turn the fuck up because I'm alive, and that's all. All right, so thank you for sharing about the root chakra and all of this lovely things. I'm gonna get into the reading by our beautiful Melody B. Um, 52 weeks of conscious contact, as 52 adds up to 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 is a number of wisdom. She's trying to put us on. She's trying to put us on in 52 weeks. Y'all better catch up and catch on. She's trying to put us on in 52 weeks. Okay, and we are on day one. I'm going to get into the reading. And this theme of this week is nurturing. Yeah, nurturing. Hmm. A married couple I know were recently on vacation on an island in a foreign country. When the wife reached out to switch on the hotel lamp, she was surprised to be jolted by an electrical shock. Then she got another shock. Her husband just glanced at her briefly, then said, "You'd better hurry up and get dressed or we'll be late for dinner." That almost had an accent for whatever reason. I love it. Okay. You better hurry up and get dressed or we'll be late for dinner. And be more careful with the lamps. I felt so hurt and angry, she said. Not about getting shocked by the lamp, but by this man's total inability or refusal to be nurturing with me. His coldness was such a turnoff. But what I realized, she said, is that how I treat myself. Some people don't appear to have a nurturing bone in their bodies. Other people seem to have been born as a nurturers. It took me a while to understand that being nurturing is a value I can consciously choose to apply. It was taking me a long time and a lot of practice to get remotely comfortable with nurturing myself. I had a good teacher, a sister who was nurturing and warm, an older woman who always made me feel safe and loved, a male friend who was kind and loving even during conflict. The common denominator among the people I most enjoy is a high capacity of nurture. Sometimes it's to baby ourselves and others. What are you afraid of? Go ahead. Warm up. See how others turn to putty in your hand. Okay. The value this week, as stated, is nurturing is a value. Well, nurturing is the value. Okay. And nurturing is a value that can be acquired. That's what we'll focus on this week. Okay. You don't have to don't down yourself if you don't have it, okay? If you are not able to nurture, we're gonna grow that, okay? And the gag is you are able to nurture. You're gonna practice nurturing because we're gonna nurture your gift to nurture. See, you're already doing it. You're here. You're already doing it. And the ability to just take care and show love and compassion for one another is beautiful. And I love that that's highlighted here. I am going to, let me see. There's a part that I want to pin. Mm, this one because I want to talk about these the I want to talk about the I keep wanting to say scale, but it's more of like hmm, I guess I'll say the scale between the two dramatic ends, I guess. That's what I want to say. You'll see when I pin this if I would just post the tweet, right? But basically, between people who are just seem to not have a nurturing bone in their bodies and people who seem to just be natural born nurturers. Like, how are you a natural born nurturer? Or how do you not have a nurturing bone in your body? You know, we hear these things, right? And these are the extremes. And what I'm saying is everyone exists between those extremes. And depending on your lifestyle and what is needed in your life and in your community, you may need to be at a certain area on the scale to actually be successful and have a satisfactory and healthy slash reciprocal relationships. So I'm just uh, I'm liking where she took us, and I would like to discuss that further. Starlight, do you have any thoughts on the reason?
Um, my thoughts were, I feel like I've always been a nurturing friend, and or at least the nurturing friend when it comes to the friend groups that I've had in the past, and we're not friends anymore because I wouldn't get nurtured back. I feel like when you're around a whole bunch of nurturing people, you guys can all nurture each other, and that's nice. It's not. Oh, that scared me. Sorry. I thought my phone was on Do Not Disturb. Lord have mercy. Anyways, um, I understand where they were getting at. Like, yeah, you don't want no freeloading ass friends, and that's what I called them, and I still call them that. So mean, but yeah. But I know if you want to nurture other people, you have to first nurture yourself. So that's what I'm doing. That's my only thought, though. It just rang. It just hit. That all. That's all. It hits every time.
Amen. Amen, especially to nurturing yourself first, because you have to have it in you to give it away. Dare I say it again? You have to have it in you to give it away. Mm. And I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, I praise my ancestors for keeping me on time today. Because I said, "Ooh, Jesus, we was over. Ooh, Jesus." I love talking to y'all, and I'll be preaching, which made me realize I gotta make a space where I can just preach and have the allotted time to go crazy. So, with that being said, I would like to get into some things with y'all today. Now, we ain't gonna preach, not just yet. Oh my God, what just happened? Give me 1 second, beloveds. Um, well, while I get this document up, because I know coming up soon is our is the general reading. So I'm gonna just pull some cards for us today. And I pray we are all well. And know that I'm gonna be doing my communion. Okay. So we're just gonna switch. We're gonna do the little cards and we're gonna come back around as I pull my together. I'm just kidding. As I pull my document back open. I decided to play peekaboo. Okay, so I like the idea of communion. And when I think of communion, I think of oil or I think of taking a drink. And it depends on who you are. Okay. Some I have heard people describe communion as oil, as praying into oil together and anointing as collective. And then drinking some wine and it's more about the oil having to be there. And then I've seen it as just there being libation. And then I've done it with the grape juice. Me and Dr. Flo did with the grape juice here at one of the, the churches. It was actually, we did pray and lay hands and do healing. And so I just want to at this time speak a word of healing over everyone here in this space. Okay. Okay. They told me a lot of cancer. I pray we are all healed from the top of our heads to the bottom of our feet. I pray that we all know that we are good enough and we see the capacity to which we can be better and know that we are in no obligation or rush to get there sooner. Okay. We are healing at a beautifully natural pace. And I just want to remind us all that. And your pace is beautifully natural to you. Okay. The snow ain't natural to a grizzly bear. It will never be. It's never going to be. But the polar bear is lit. Okay? Polar bear is at home. So I take that where someone else looks to thrive, it may be your downfall and vice versa. But that's where that's why community is lit. Because I personally don't want to be good at everything. Personally. I would like to consult an expert in my community, and we balance and hold it up. The table has four legs, not one. They can have one, but that's a whole other game. It's still support. So yeah, with that, I speak that word over us and over the space, and I pray we're healed. Welcome in, Quincy. And I'm gonna have me a shot of this wine. Okay. And I'm always channeling. Welcome in, Gabby. I pray that you are well. Also, I wanted to send some warm love out. I love you, Tara. Welcome in. Thank you for being in the space. Thank you, a lot of snacks for being in the space. Thank you, Dr. Flo. And duh, I love co-hosting with beautiful Starlight Mystic of Starlight Mystic Botanica. Duh, duh. Are you crazy? And what was I gonna say? Where's my okay? My and my technology is acting right on time. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's the we I pulled a card as well, and we're gonna slide into this general reading, and then I would like to breathe, and then we'll transition over into the actual sharing space. So once we start breathing, Starlight's gonna exit out the back doors of the church and go across the street to the dining hall and prepare the space and get the chairs out for the sharing circle. Okay? There won't be any cameras there. But we record the sermon. We record the sermon, but we do not record the share. And it's funny because it's true. We don't record. Um, all right, but yes, I did pull the Father of Knives today, and in this on this card, shout out to the Black Tarot deck. Okay, the Father of Knives, he actually has a axe in his hand, and he's chopping wood. And there's like this misty forest and grove behind him, and he has red on. It's just this energy of cutting through the mess. Listen, I opened this book up just now, right to the page. So Spirit says, listen here, cut. Also, shout out to things that cut. Shout out to the salts, the vinegars, the colognes. Okay, if you know, you know. It ain't got to be on you if you don't want it. And the traits of this card has to do with intellect and dominance. It's a man works to cut down a tree in a forest with an axe. The father of knives makes decisions with both his intellect and his intuition. He expresses himself with strong conviction. The father of knives works to balance ethics and morals and logic and reasoning. He acts as a mediator, helping parties find opposite common ground, able to win over communities and individuals by his equability and objectivity. The father of knives is welcomed and well received. The card asks the card asks you to make decisions with complete impartiality. Oh, yeah, imperative. Make firm, well researched resolutions. What are they getting at? Basically, be swift, be firm. Make a firm, swift decision. Stand 10 toes down on your decisions, y'all. And I think of that as like cutting down the trees. Are you chopping down your trees? Are you cutting through, making swift, haste decisions? Because with every swing of the axe, he's deciding how hard, how aggressive, where he needs to strike to hit the tree and actually successfully knock it down. There's like a whole technique to cutting down trees. He ain't just hacking and looking for something to happen. And so you have to make firm decisions and have a plan, beloved. It's okay. You strong enough. You are strong enough. I am strong enough, and that I am energy. I'm strong enough to make swift and fast, hasty decisions. Well, not hasty, but When trust yourself. Sometimes all you need is 10 seconds to breathe. Right? If you can steal 10 minutes, steal 10 minutes, breathe, and then decide. And as we talk about breathing, let's go ahead and do us a breath. We're going to breathe, and then we're going to say some affirmations that have to do with our. Oh, Starlight, do you have feedback? Oh, I thought. See, Twi- X or Twitter, whoever she is, she be playing games because when Starlight went to exit, it showed her come off mute like she was going to talk. And so it's okay. I'm just gonna hold it against her. But all right, anyways, so we're gonna get into some breaths that are gonna guide us through that I am and root chakra space as Starlight gets the dining hall ready and get the chairs in a circle for all of us. Twitter done pranked me on the week of my birthday, dude. Get up. All right, so we're gonna start in a place of belief. Now, I want you to get as comfortable as you can in your places and spaces. Is it if it's safe, you close your eyes. Close your eyes. If it's not safe to close your eyes, do not close your eyes, please. And we're gonna say each affirmation one time for our head and the second time for our heart space. So we're gonna inhale for 4 seconds, hold, and then do a big release. And then we're going to affirm, and that's going to be the cycle. So go ahead and inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, big release. Whew. And now affirm. I am believing in myself. I am believing in myself. I am loving on myself. I am loving on myself. And I am protected from harm. I am protected from harm. Let's go ahead and take our second breath. Go ahead and inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Big release. And now affirm. I am confident and courageous no matter what. I am confident and courageous no matter what. I am grateful for all that I have and will have. We're going to change it. I am satisfied for with all that I have and will have. Mm. I am satisfied with all that I have and will have. I am satisfied with all that I have and will have. I am taking action toward my dream. I am taking action towards my dream. Let's go ahead and take that third breath. Go ahead and inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and do a big release. And now affirm after me. And then we'll head over to Starlight Link. I am focused. I am focused. I am capable of forgiveness. I am capable of forgiveness. And lastly, I am a trustworthy confidant. I am a trustworthy confidant. My ears are ringing. Y'all, you may return back to your places and spaces. I pray that you all know that you are loved and lovable every day, all day. Okay? And it is really like McDonald's. Life can really be like McDonald's. You can really have it your way if you really lean into the flow and into the love vibration. Okay? You got to give us something to work with. Okay? Give the planet something to work. Give God something to work with. All right, let me get um Starlight's room link here. I believe there it is. Do, 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 do. And we're gonna pin this. Actually, I think I could just pin it just like, oh my God, that's way more efficient. It just went straight there. Amazing. Go ahead and click that link above, and that's your keys over to the next space. And we're gonna get Sharon and Karen. I pray that y'all well. I love y'all so much. Have it your way is Burger King. Y'all know I don't eat out. My mama did not like that. We have food at home. We have food. We have McDonald's at home. But she wouldn't even make burgers. We be going home and having some chicken. I'm like, this is not okay. All right. Mwah. I love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful rest of y'all day. Thank you for coming to Waiting to Exhale. I'm gonna end this space in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you later. Bye. Mwah.